Hey, City Center Church and family and friends and organizations that are partnering with us. We are so excited to have with us Erin, who does such great work in the city of Berkeley. And so, Erin, why don't you introduce yourself and just tell us who you are, what you do, a
Mhm.
little bit about yourself, and then we'll kind of get to our
Okay.
conversation. So,
My name is Erin Rhoades. I am the Executive Director of the Berkeley Public Schools Fund. We are the education foundation that serves Berkeley schools. We support teachers with grants, and we have a fabulous volunteer program, which I believe is the way that City Center Church has gotten involved with us. Since the school closures and COVID-19, we have really focused on our volunteer program and engaging our community in helping those members of our community right now who are most impacted by COVID-19. And that is the complete focus of our work right now are the students and the families who are really struggling right now.
yeah. Well, I know in the middle of this crisis, there's has been in the past even just the feeling of a divide between churches and organizations. And I know for our church, we have a heart to love and serve. And I think for us, it's not about pushing any type of agenda, but we believe, man, people are in need. We want to help. And so as a church, we launched our City Cares, which is, man, we want to love and serve with no preconceived notions or nothing that we want in return. And so it's been really our privilege, Erin, to be able to serve with you and your team on all the different projects that we've been working on. But one that's really hit the heart of our team and even some of the people that are not on our team, but organizations, is just the need when it comes to homelessness, and then even what's going on in our society with Black lives and just the systemic racism and issues that have really pushed down and made it hard for that demographic of people. As an African American, I have been really privileged to be able to go to good schools and to have a house and the ability to get education. And so we know that there are so many people that don't have that option. And so one of the projects that we talked with you about was just the homeless families right now that are in need in Berkeley. And so I'd love to just hear a little bit about that, and then just how some of our friends and some of our partners and organizations could partner with what you guys are doing to really impact just tangible, practical change for those families. So.
Yeah. Well, so part of what we started doing immediately when schools closed was working with our Office of Family Engagement and Equity, who are the specialists at all of the elementary school sites who work directly with families who are at all times needing extra support from the school community. And so we started giving donations to those families, just cash assistance, just direct, giving them what they need to get through the week for generally all families in need, but prioritizing undocumented families and homeless families. And with the shelter in place order, and to make sure that our homeless families were safe and we're not moving around from house to house. These are mostly mothers and children who would do anything not to end up on the street with their children. So they're in cars, they're moving from house to house with family and friends that will let them stay. But during COVID, we wanted to make sure that they were in one safe place during the shelter in place. So we've been paying to have them in hotels, and we're starting to look towards finding them some permanent housing.
And I think that's I know we had this conversation, but on my heart, and I know our team is, there's that in between, the in between of, man, how do we get them from where they're at to just practical needs right now? But then I know for me, my heart is like, how do we help to get them now to move from low income or impoverished or homeless to becoming really productive members of society and having the resources that they need in order to make that possible. And so, I know our church is partnering with you guys on that. I think we're helping 2 families right now, but there's, I think you'd said before, there's like 10 or 15 families that are in need.
Right now there's 12, and as I'm looking at serving their needs in the upcoming months, I'm just assuming, there more and more families are or on the margins, are going to be homeless. So I'm estimating that there will be more in the coming months.
So we've got people that are listening in, who will be listening in, some of our church, some of our business partners, organizations, you're talking to them right now. And so how could they, like, what can we do if we as a church gathered funds? Like, how does that help, like, in this season? And what do you guys need?
Well, the funds being raised right now for homeless families are going to the hotel stays. They are going to, if there's a need to help with a car repair or diapers for families, things that the children need for to stay up involved with their schoolwork. And we're looking at some temporary housing sort of right after between the hotels and hopefully finding them permanent housing. We might need to help furnish some spaces for them and set up, whether it's temporary or permanent, help them set up an apartment or, a home for themselves. And so furniture, everything you need in the kitchen. Yeah, those need to be ongoing.
Yeah, well, one, thank you for your time. I know there's so much that you guys have going on with all the families in need and then just what's going on in our society. And so, man, if you're listening in, we want to encourage you, man, let us know if you want to be a part of just this process of helping move families, a lot single moms with students in school, just helping to provide for their needs. And so a few ways that you can do that. You can just email me at raymond@ourcitycenter.com. We have a section on our website for giving, which is City Cares, and all of those funds go directly to the people that we're partnering with. And so, man, if you want to be a part of that, please email us, let us know, and we'd love to partner. I know, again, we've already partnered, but we'd love to see just more help for these families. And so,
yeah, I like to see this time right now, this time of incredible, tumult and difficulty for folks as looking for the opportunities. And with these families, we're seeing how the issues of the sort of way that programs are set up and how to access programs, there are a lot of barriers. It's really hard to access resources if they exist. And so there are a lot of people in the community, and thanks to Raymond and City Center Church and other churches and businesses in the community, we're really helping to pull together all the resources in the community that we can and bring attention to the fact that there is not a single program that serves these families. And so we're working with the city of Berkeley. We're trying to find affordable housing units. They do exist, but you have to have the right timing. You have to know where to look. And so we're bringing all those resources to bear right now for these families so that at the end of this crisis, they are going to be housed. I'm committed to that.
Good. Yeah. Hey, we're going to partner with you guys and commit to being a part of this. And I hope that as you guys are listening in, that your heart just breaks for people who are in need. There's so much need right now. And so, Erin, again, thank you so much. I hope that in the coming weeks, we can help to take care of all of those families. And so
that's incredible. Thank you so much. And thank you to everybody who's listening, who's thinking about helping these families. These are we just need to help get rid of the barriers and find them housing. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, let's live on purpose. And living on purpose is living selflessly for others. And so thank you guys so much. And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Erin. Yeah.
All right.